This is Ruthann, and I know it's been a long time since I've made a video, but I just got back from a vacation. I'm going to be leaving again shortly for another vacation, and I just wanted to share with you all the perfumes that I took with me on my most recent vacation, and what I thought of them and how they performed and whether or not I would take them again. This was a road trip, not a flight. And my husband and I spent 8 days driving to and from, and spending 4 days in Florida from our home in the Midwest. So this is the bag that I took with the perfume still inside. This is a tote bag that I got at a thrift store for 50 cents. And I'm assuming it's someone bought a Givenchy perfume, and this is the bag it came in. And so I think it's beautiful, it's very elegant, but it's just a plastic bag, and it's perfect for perfumes. I took 6 bottles, I believe, and they're all either 30 ml or 50 ml each. And I the theme was to try to use up things, and because I was going from a winter environment to a summer environment, the theme is more summery scents. So I'm just going to pull one out at random, and I'll tell you what I thought of it. Okay, so this is Luzan. You can see it here. This is Luzan from Al Rehab. This is, and you can see I used quite a bit. This is a great daytime scent. It's very fresh. It's very much like what you would expect from Burberry. It's kind of got that fresh, preppy scent to it. Very neutral, very pretty. I would say the sillage is moderate to mild. It projects for perhaps 2 hours. After that, it's a skin scent, and overall it lasted about 6 hours. On clothing, if I sprayed it on before bed, I could still smell it in the morning slightly. So that gives you an idea. I would definitely rebuy this again. I already do have a backup bottle, and this is very inexpensive. I bought this on eBay for under $10, and they also have a rollerball oil that goes with it. So I'm just going to set this aside. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, so this is Sofia Vergara's, I'm trying to read it here, Tempting Paradise. All right, so she has quite a few perfumes. This is one that kind of a YouTube made me buy it. It was Valley Vaughn who had reviewed this a while back. It was very inexpensive. This is a 30 ml, I think, or maybe it's 50. I'm not sure. It's very pretty. It's a real fruity floral. The problem with this is its performance. You can see I used quite a bit. I am really an oversprayer. And if anyone ever follows this channel, you'll realize that I go through perfume. And especially in a case like this where the scent is not really strong and it doesn't perform very well, I will spray. The next time I walk by the bottle, I will spray again, and I spray throughout the day. And these are small enough bottles that I would often put them in my purse and take them with me, and I would spray them before going out to, we did a lot of walking around on the beach and exploring little villages and towns. And so I sprayed and sprayed and sprayed my perfumes. So every moment of every day, I smell perfumed. And this is very pretty. It's kind of got a tropical, orangey, tangerine, pineapple kind of smell to it. It's a slightly beachy, but not a scent that I would say is a sunscreen scent. My husband really liked it, said to me when I wore it, "You smell like a vacation." But the problem is, I'd say 1 to 2 hours on this scent max in terms of its performance. And I would not buy this again because the performance is poor. Okay, next up is, this is another Al Rehab. This one is White Musk. This is what I would call a classic white t-shirt scent, and that's exactly what I brought it for. I had a white t-shirt that I wore under a light jacket and under blazers, And when I wore that, I wore this scent. And it's a very dry, white, clean musk without being soapy. And I would say it's the thing that it's most similar to is Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker. Projection is mild. It's a skin scent, basically. And I would say longevity is not great, maybe 2 to 4 hours. All right, I got interrupted. So I was talking about white musk. I would definitely buy this again because, and for the main reason, because it is a very safe scent for perfume-free zones. And I have a large collection of skin scents for that purpose because in my work and in my life, there's a lot of time that I spend where I can't wear scents that project. And so this sort of thing is perfect for smelling clean and great, but something that no one else can smell. All right, next. Okay, this is Beyonce Heat Orchid, Wild Orchid. I'm not exactly sure. This I bought, again, it was a YouTube made me buy it, and I got this. I think it was Jeremy Fragrance that recommended this. I used the entire bottle. I mean, when I left, it was full. So after 10 days, I used it all up. This was mostly a daytime scent for me. I would say it's a fruity floral, typical kind of celebrity scent. Longevity, not great. I'd say 2 hours max, maybe 3. Keep in mind, I was wearing this in warm weather. It has a really kind of a sexy daytime vibe, I would say. Very nice scent. I would not purchase it again because the longevity was not good. It just wasn't special enough for me to buy again. The bottle's really pretty, though, and I enjoyed wearing it. It almost has a bit of a chocolate vibe to it. I don't know if Orchid has a chocolatey kind of note to it. When I looked at the notes, it doesn't have a chocolate or a cocoa vibe, so I don't know, but every time I sprayed this, it smelled it had a light chocolatey, fruity floral scent. Nothing really special though. So next, okay, this is the original Charlie. So this is a Chypre, and this is a love for me. Charlie is. This is a 1970s heavy hitter power scent. It's definitely got an oak moss base, so it's got that old school scent. I love that sort of thing. I get really tired of people, how much hate these old time perfumes get. They still sell really well, by the way. So if you're someone who hates these old world perfumes, just know that there's a lot of us ladies who love them. You cannot tell me that this doesn't smell great when I spray it. It's not sweet. It definitely has kind of an outdoorsy, woodsy, but it can be worn year-round. And this is very sentimental to me because I was a small child in the 70s and all the women wore this. It was almost like there was a law that was passed in the 70s and ladies had to wear this. So I love it, and I go through bottles and bottles of it. And this one was not completely full when I left. It was probably down to about here when we left on vacation. And so I used up quite a bit. I use this as a nighttime scent in the summer. That's my favorite use for it. And I'm so kitsch. If you go into the YouTube commercials of this scent from the 70s, and you'll see the actress will spray it on her neck before she goes into a restaurant. I've actually done that just for the fun of it. Because I used to watch that commercial when I was little, and I always thought that actress was so elegant. And this scent always makes me feel so elegant. And my husband loves it, thinks it's very sexy. So Charlie, this is the original Charlie by Revlon. Oh, and by the way, this lasts 6+ hours. Very good longevity. All right, so this is the next, another Beyonce Heat perfume. I don't remember the name of it. I apologize. I got this in a little gift set. This is a 30 ml at Kohl's. It was very inexpensive, and I'm sorry I don't remember the name of it. But anyway, I'm sure you could look it up. There's a ton of these Beyonce Heats. I used up most of it. I can see in the light reflected it's down to about here. This is a nice perfume. And longevity's not great. It's like from the Orchid perfume, it's a bit of a nighttime version of it. It's heavier, muskier, it's got some patchouli. It's a great evening scent. I would say probably better in colder weather, but it worked well in the warm weather in Florida. We spent all of our evenings out dating and going to nice restaurants, and I felt like this worked really well. Performance, 2 hours max. You know, and because of that, I wouldn't repurchase. But very pretty, and it worked. If you're not looking for a long-lasting, pretty sexy scent, and this is a small 30 ml bottle, so it could go in your purse, and that's what I did. And I would just respray it throughout the evening. So I recommend it, but don't get this if you want something that really performs well. Okay, last one is, all right. So this is Jennifer Lopez, Celebrity Scent again, J-Love. And I didn't realize, or Jennifer Lopez, it's called J-Love. I didn't realize until after I got in the car that I had taken so many celebrity scents with me, and that's because I have a lot of these little bottles. And they fit perfectly in my little tote, and I wanted to use them up because I don't tend to use these at home very much. Anyway, this is another real fruity floral, great summer scent. I think this works better in the summer. Not beachy, it's more sweet. I think of all these perfumes, this is by far the sweetest one that I had. And I would say the scent that this is most similar to was Fantasy, Britney Spears Fantasy. I felt like when I sprayed this on, it was about 50% similar. And Fantasy is probably one of my favorite fruity florals. I mean, I just love that perfume. And this one was a little similar. I'd say it's a little more fruity than floral. It's definitely sweet. Longevity was a little better than the other fragrances I've covered here today. It's maybe 4 hours. But still requires reapplication. But very pretty. Not offensive. I think anyone who likes fruity florals will like this one. Moderate projection. Very pretty. But I don't think I would repurchase. It was nice, but not anything super special. Okay, so that's really the end of this video. I hope you liked it, and we'll see you in the next one.